All right, here we go.
Yay. Okay. So, all right, you guys, we are so excited to just share some really simple tips, really things to get started on. Our goal was that we have so many new distributors getting started right now, and we just kind of wanted to come together for a little bit of a huddle and be like, okay, what are the basics? What do we need to do? What do we need to do right away? What's going to help us get started successfully? And, it also helps too, like, even if you're not new yourself, like as of like the last, 30 days or so, it's still good to plug into these things like this because, it's good to know what you should be showing your new distributors. Because sometimes we get so caught up like building the business and doing the things that we already know how to do that we forget that our new distributors don't know all of those things, right? And so sometimes the things that have become habit for us, we got to teach our new distributors how to make them habit for them as well. So that's what we're here to do tonight, you guys. My name is Kenzie March, for those of you who have not met me before, and I am I either am your one and only or one of two double diamond leaders that you guys have on this team, and we are really excited to share with you tonight. Crystal Carruthers, she's also with me. We're going to share like 60 seconds of our story really quickly, just so that way you guys know who we are. And I always love hearing people's stories. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of like introduce ourselves really quickly. So I've been in the business for 7 years next month, which is freaking mind blowing. I can't even believe it's been that long. I used to think, people used to say, like, I remember one of our uplines, I went to like a training one time and she was like, I've been in for 3 years. And I was like, what? I'm like, people do this that long? I'm like, this is like a legit thing that people work for that long of a time. Okay. And then she was a presidential, so of course, right, like I want to know what she's doing. So yeah, I've been in the business for that long, you guys. It's crazy. I've had a whole lot of success in the business. I've learned a hell of a whole lot, like a lot. When I first got started, I only had 2 kids. They were 3 and 1. I was a full-time student. I was taking classes in person. I was taking courses online. I was working full-time as a CNA basically, but I worked on a rehab unit. So I was a rehab tech. And I worked second shift. I would pick up first shifts when I didn't have class. And then my weekends were 12-hour midnight shifts. So I was literally working first shift, second shift, midnight shift. I was working 8 hours, anywhere from 8 hours to 16 hours. And then on top of like being a mom and a friend and a wife and all of those things. And so I was really tired, you guys. I was really tired all the time. Like I literally felt like a walking zombie. I don't know if any of you guys have ever felt like that. You're just like at your like, boom, like I am at my tippy top of having absolutely no more room in my schedule to possibly fit anything else in. So if you are feeling like that, I totally feel like I can relate to you guys. And so some of us are almost even scared to get started with the business because we're like, I don't even know how the heck I'm going to pull this off. But let me tell you that we've learned along the way how to fit this into your nooks and crannies of your day, how to manage your time, and just how to get things done, you guys. And so that's another reason why we always want to share this with you, because we want you guys to learn from the stuff that we already learned. So it's easier to just like teach it and you can learn it quicker and like avoid little valleys and stuff like that. And so, okay, almost 7 years later, I had 2 more kids. So now I'm a mom of 4. You guys, I've been able to actually replace my full-time income. I ended up withdrawing from school because I was going to make more money doing the business than I was graduating and working full-time at whatever it is I was trying to get through school as. And so it's really been a blessing. I could talk all night on it and all the different things of the business and everything like that. But just to give you guys kind of an idea of who I am, I'm not someone who is just like, hi, I'm a networks distributor and this is all I do with my life. Like, no, like Crystal and I still like, even though we're able to work this business full time, we have so much on our plate. It's ridiculous. Like I'm a mom of 4. I'm a wife, you guys, and I take care of my mom actually full time, who had a stroke. And instead of being in a care facility, I'm actually able to be home caring for her as well. And so, yeah, that is just a little bit of the business. Like those big bonuses that you've heard being announced right now, they're called more bonuses. They're $15,000 bonuses that anybody that's gotten involved in the business in the last couple of months has a certain length of time to achieve those. You guys, Crystal and I both have achieved those ourselves, and we've achieved several of them. So we know exactly what to do to teach you how to get there and how to do it as quickly as possible. And so that's it for my story. I probably went over like a minute. So there's that. And I'm going to turn it over to Crystal, you guys, so you can get a second to hear her intro and a little bit about her story as well. Over to you, Chris.
Hey guys! Okay, real quick. Do you guys hear a ringing on mine? Do you hear it, Kenzie? No? Okay, cool. My ring light likes to ring, and I don't know, it's kind of annoying sometimes for people. Okay, so my name is Crystal Carruthers, and I started almost 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years in the end of June. And I was a customer with Kenzie for 8 months. Hold on. Somebody is not muted. I need to, if you're not, oh, I think I found it. Okay, cool. It's a little distracting. Oh, no, there's still one. If you guys aren't muted, just feel free to mute yourself. Okay. Sorry, guys, it's distracting. Okay, so I started almost 6 years ago, and I was a customer with Kenzie for about 10 months. I loved the products. My sister went to a wrap party. I wasn't interested in the products. I saw Kenzie posting it, but she went to a wrap party. She saw results. I contacted Kenzie because she was posting about it on social media, and she was consistent with it. So I messaged her. We went to school together in Dansville, a little tiny town, and I was a customer, didn't want anything to do with the business. She kept offering it to me. I kept saying no because I was extremely shy, you guys. I wouldn't call and order pizza. I went to college for 5 years and didn't have any friends because I didn't talk to people unless they talked to me, or it was like a group like project. I didn't talk to people. I was so shy. So I was like, I don't even like to talk to people. How am I going to do like a sales business? And I don't really have any friends. I was always like a boyfriend person, always with a guy. Same, Carrie. That's awesome. So that was one of my reasons. And I also had a really good full-time job because I got my master's degree, and I not only was I working full-time, but I had my toddler at home, my husband, and I was also volunteering as a secretary and a treasurer on the board for a nonprofit. So I was doing that in the back end and also studying for my CPA exam. So I was like, there's no way I don't have any time for this kind of thing. And it's just not my thing. I ended up, after I went to an event and really learned about the business, I ended up joining, but really all I wanted to try to do was grab that shopping spree. Like, I just wanted free product. And when you're a distributor, you also can get cheaper wraps, cheaper coffee, all of that. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to give it a try. My mom and my sister kind of want to order, so I'm just going to give it a try and try to get the shopping spree, and then maybe an extra $100 a month to cover the products I was already using as a customer. Okay. And then I started to learn. I started to learn how to fit it into my time, which we're going to be talking about. I started to learn how to grow my network via social media and talk to people on social media. And back then we did a lot of parties. You don't really have to do a lot of parties now too. And so I started to do parties, even though I was scared as heck to do them. And so I just started to learn how to work this business. And that's something that we teach you too. And then I started being able to make not just $100 a month, but a few extra $100 a month, and 500 extra months, and then $1,000 extra month. Was able to finance my first nice car, was able to buy my dream home with my husband. And then about 2.5 years into the business, I was about to have a baby. So I had her, and I was on maternity leave, and I hit diamond rank in the company, you guys. That's an average of $2,000 a month. And I did it because I didn't give up, and I kept going. So I hit that rank, and that came with a $10,000 bonus. So I grabbed that and was able to be able to quit my job and be home with my daughter. And now it's 3 years later. I make more than double what I made with my full-time job with a master's degree. So this business is incredible. You can literally make anything from a couple $100 a month to $1,000 a month. It's all up to you, which is so amazing. So that's a little bit about my story. Sorry, that wasn't longer than a minute.
I know, and it's hard to get our stories down under a minute because we've been in for so long and we've experienced so much with the business, and it's been such a blessing. So that's a good thing that it's hard to like get our story down. But you guys, we are, so, like I said, we are like really, really excited to get you started, share some tips with you tonight. And so what I want to start with you guys is, some of you may have been told this when you got started by the person who enrolled you. They might have said something like, listen, I know you haven't done this before, but you know, we have a system set up already in place to help you totally rock out the business, to know what to do from the day that you start as far as goals, how to get there, how to achieve, you know, any rank, any dollar amount that you want. We have a system set in place, and we do, you guys. It's called the Steps to Success. Okay. Sounds kind of cheesy, but it's legit, you guys. Okay. Steps to Success. And corporate rolled that out for us. All right. It's 3 steps, and I'm going to go over that super, super quick right now. This is also available if you go into any sort of like document, really, anything that's created by corporate, you can find in your eSuite. Your eSuite is just you logging into your website. So you can go to your website and log in, or you can go to eSuite.itworks.com, and then whatever it is that you want to do, but you're logging in with your login information. And then what you see, that's called your eSuite, or your back office might be referred to as that. But there's a document library tab on the top. Okay. And that's where you can print off any documents that you may need, any charts that you hear us talk about, and the Steps to Success thing that I'm going to talk about right now. And any other like rules, documents, whatever, all of those things are going to be back there. Okay. So what this is, I don't know if it's backwards for you guys, but this is called the Steps to Success. Okay. 3 steps. The first step is you join. If you're not a new distributor yet, which obviously you guys all are. So if you're within your first 30 days, you've completed step 1. Okay. You joined, that got you started in the business. How you complete step 1 every single month from here on out is you just make sure that you're commission qualified. Okay. You guys can do that 2 different ways. You can either run a personal order that's around 80 BV. Okay. Let me back up. Before I go any further, you guys, if you do not have like a pen or paper or something pulled out with your phone so that way you can write notes for yourself, definitely grab one of those, because you're going to hear a lot of information tonight. You don't have to worry about remembering it all. Nobody's going to get quizzed, nothing like that. But if you have like questions, or you have certain things that you want to write down, I highly suggest grabbing something so that way you're able to write that down. So anyways, back to Steps to Success. Step 1 is getting commission qualified every single month. So you're either running that personal order for yourself, which can consist of products that you are using yourself on a daily basis. You guys, we have over 50 products. They are all absolutely incredible, amazing. Like, you guys, I am like in love with our products. Okay. There's stuff that I use every day without fail. It isn't like, oh, I got to remember to take it. No, it's like, it's habit. Like, I take it because that's what it does for me. It makes me feel amazing. Has helped me and my body so much healthier. And I replaced a lot of stuff that I used to use and now use ours, all plant-based. You guys, it's amazing. So you're either running that personal orders for something that you're using yourself, because you're going to want to build a testimony, right? You want to drive the car that you sell, kind of thing, right? You want to have a testimony. It doesn't mean that you have to have one on all of our products. Grab at least one of them and go for it. Be consistent on it and get those results to turn around and share your experience, your testimony. Some of us don't have the extra, some of us, like, legitimately, you guys don't have the extra cash to run that personal order yourself. That's okay. But you're going to want to work hard to get there to be able to do that. Okay. It's an investment for yourself. It's investment into your business. You can even have the order set up to be half products for yourself, half products that you're going to turn around and sell and make a profit from, so that it pays for your whole entire order. Right? Everything that corporate does always sets us up to where our business is paying for itself, period. Like, everything that It Works does, it is setting up for the business to pay for itself and to, be successful. And not only that, like, just everything is always to Chrissy's like, I love the skinny brew, gotta have it daily. Yes, exactly. Or you guys, you can have 150 and bonus volume in sales, right, between your customers as well. And that's really not that hard to do, especially when you're brand new and you're rolling for that shopping spree, right? Your first goal is to gather those customers to earn your shopping spree. And so that's what I'm going to talk about in a second. But that first step, you guys, out of the 3 steps of Success, is making sure you're commission qualified every month. those 2 options are what you have to be commission qualified. So there's 2 options to complete step 1 every single month. Hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have questions on that, you can put them in the chat, or you can ask us afterwards, whatever you're comfortable doing. And then the second step, you guys, I don't know if you can see it. See, there's like 6 little lines here for step 2. It's called gather customers. Self-explanatory. So in your first 30 days, your goal is to help your first 6 customers enroll, get signed up on at least one of our products. And, you know, when you gather 6 of them, you're going to earn that $150 shopping spree, you guys. That's really exciting. Like Crystal said, that's what she joined for. That's what her intentions were, is like, all right, I'm going to get, you know, I'm going to refer these products to some people and I'm going to earn a free shopping spree. And look at where she is today. Okay. So, you know, again, that could be products that you want to turn around and sell and sample out, make a profit of. Or it could be maybe you want to get some gear. Like I'm wearing a hoodie, you guys, like you can cash it in on gear. You can cash it in on product that you want to use personally. You can do a combination of all of that. Whatever it is that you want to do, you earn that shopping spree in your first 30 days. And then from here on out, you guys, every month after that, that is still your goal. You are going to want to enroll 6 more customers every single month. Like that is a goal that we have, you guys. Like this isn't what these steps that I'm going through. If you miss one, or you don't hit that number every single month or whatever, you're not kicked out, you're not shamed upon. This is just a goal, is how you to be successful, right? We have to set the vision to know where we're going. All right, and this is where we're going every single month. So step 1, get your butt commission qualified every single month. So simple. Step 2, help sign up some customers, 6 of them at least, right, every single month. And then the third step, you guys, is that you're going to go find some other people that want to do what you just did. You're going to find some other people that want to use our products and make some money on the way. You're going to find some other people that want to earn an extra income for the same reasons that you do, or even other reasons, right? Because we all join for some sort of way, typically, of, you know, earning that extra income. So what you're going to help them do, that means you're going to help them get their business builder kit. You're going to show them how you were shown to earn their shopping spree by enrolling their 6 customers. And then they're also going to go on to step 3, and they're going to go sign their own team members and teach them, right? It's just like this cycle of everybody teaching, like grab one, teach one, grab one, teach one, right? Everybody's teaching each other the steps of success. And it's so awesome that we have something that is simple and outlined like this, because that means anybody can jump in this business and teach someone these 3 steps, right? They can do that. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what your experience is, what your personality is. If you graduated high school, or if you have your bachelor's or master's degree, it does not matter. Anybody can jump in this business and teach people to these simple steps. And these steps right here, you guys, land you at our 2nd promotion rank in our company. Okay. And that is Ruby. And I'm going to talk about that for just a hot second. Okay. A Ruby is someone who has 3 distributors underneath of them and has a certain amount of volume and all that jazz. Okay. I don't have a Ruby chart right here. Where did it go? But anyways, an average income for a Ruby is between $400 and $500 a month. That's what an average income of a Ruby makes. Okay. And once you go Ruby by yourself and you teach other people how to go Ruby, you can make it all the way to the top of the company. Okay. If you've ever seen our income ranks, the different ranks, right, of how much money everybody's earning per month, of what rank they're at, to get to each of those ranks, it's just helping people with the steps to success and showing more and more people how to go Ruby on your team. That's what it is all about, okay? So there's that. That's what the steps to success are, you guys. So Crystal, did you want to add anything as far as the steps to success goes?
No, that was awesome.
Okay, so you guys,
what was number 3? I missed number 3.
It was enrolling 3 distributors. It's called
Okay,
Go Ruby.
got it. Okay, got it.
So
okay.
that means that, that you're enrolling 3 distributors.
Got it.
Thanks for asking, Lori. If you guys have questions, feel free to unmute yourself or just post it in the chat. We would love to make sure we answer your questions.
Yes, don't feel like you're like interrupting or anything like that. Definitely, we're here to make sure that you guys know the information, right? And when I first started, I asked like the same over and over again. You know what I mean? Like I asked the same ones, and I was like, wait, what? I thought I had it, but no, I don't. You got to repeat that. So do not feel bad about asking questions. Okay, so that is the steps to success. This is our major like outline, right? So how do we do this though? Like, how do we make sure that we're earning an income to, you know, run our personal order? Or how are we enrolling and attracting customers, right? How are we enrolling team members? How, okay? And that is by completing these 6, we call it the 6 list, or the solid 6, or the steps that we do, like your daily tasks, right? Like, what do you do? You know, it's like your job description, right? What do you do every single day? Okay, we're going to run through these 6 things for you guys, and we're going to explain them. I want you to know that they're very, very simple. And every single one of these, though, we could honestly do a separate training on each 6 of those things. So we're not going to like go into huge depths of what each of those are, but we're going to give you the nitty gritty of it, of what you do need to know with each one of those. And, so yeah, that's what we're going to do first. So the 6 things that you guys want to do, if you want to write down the 6 things right now, I can even post them in the chat for you guys, so you can actually see them. But they are, what am I doing? Why am I doing that? Okay, so they are post. We post, right? We message. We follow up. Oops. We grow our network. We interact. Personal develop. Is that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can count, I promise. All right, so those are the 6 things that we do. Those are the things that we're gonna go over next. Crystal's gonna start us off, because the first thing we're gonna talk about, you guys, is posting. And there's really like a couple different parts of posting. This one's like a bigger one that has different chunks in it. And so this is every single one of the things that we're gonna talk about are something that you're gonna wanna do daily. So every single day, you're going to want to do parts of each of one of these things, okay? And these are something, you guys, that you can knock out really, really quickly. These are going to be things that you're going to develop your own rhythm to, on when you do them, how you do them, what works best for you, okay? But when you're new, it's going to be like, oh, crap, okay, how do I do this, right? It's going to take a second for you to get your groove, for you to, you know the things. Everything is going to be new. So what I always want to remind you guys is to give yourself grace, okay? And know that we are here and available for questions. And Crystal's going to cover a little bit more of that too in a second. But Crystal, I'm going to hand it over to you so you can get us started on posting.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so you guys also know that you can work this business belly to belly. So you can do parties, you can do events, talk to people out and about. But posting is really important especially if you're working your business on social media. But even if you're not, posting is going to help you book those things too. So just wanted to throw that out there, because I know we have some ladies on the team that aren't so great with social media but want to do more belly to belly. But posting is going to help with that too. So okay, so now that you are a business owner, right? We all have Facebook, obviously. You want to make your Facebook very like encouraging and happy. So as far as posting goes, a couple key things that you want to try to avoid is posting negative things, because people aren't going to want to order from or join people who are posting negative stuff all the time, and they'll unfollow you. So one rule of thumb is not to post negative things. There is also a Facebook algorithm. We'll talk a little bit more about interaction and getting and growing your network to get more interaction on your posts and stuff. But as far as posting goes, another rule of thumb that you do and don't for posting is try not to share so many, like, you know how you're just like scrolling on Facebook and then you're just like sharing all these different posts and stuff. That kind of hurts your Facebook algorithm, and a Facebook algorithm is where Facebook decides who they want to show your posts to, and they're not very fond of sharing posts that other people are sharing a lot. they want to show people's real posts about them, because we all want to, we all are on Facebook to learn more about our friends and stuff. So those are two little small don'ts that you want to try to avoid, is just sharing too much stuff on your Facebook, clicking that share button, and then being negative. And especially since you're adding a bunch of new people to your Facebook, you're going to want to have people are going to be going to your page, and they're going to want to see who you are. So if you have if your timeline is just full of shared random videos and stuff, they're not going to be able to see you. So when it comes to posting, it's really great to start posting more about you and your life. If you already are, that's great. If you haven't been, then, try to get into that a little bit, even your food, things like that. So we want to just sprinkle in the business into our It Works posts. We don't want to just start talking, posting about It Works constantly. We want to sprinkle it in. So what I like to do is I like to do a business post and a non-business post, and a business post and a non-business post. So when it comes to posting, there's tons of resources for you guys to find posts that are really good, and then also doing your own. So before and after pictures, you guys, before and after pictures are huge, because people want to see results. That's what gives them the feeling like, oh my gosh, I want to look like that. Or, oh my gosh, I want my hair to grow that fast, right? So results are going to be amazing for you guys to post about, because if you're talking to somebody about a product, the more that they see the results, the more they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I want it. So before and after pictures of you with a product, talking about what it's doing for you is great too. And then there's awesome little short posts that we do that tend to get a lot of interaction. So I'm gonna share my screen with you guys and show you a couple different places where you can find resources on finding good posts that you guys can do. Okay, let me click share screen. Okay, I'm gonna go right into our dream catchers. Oh, it's not letting me share. Oh, this is strange. Hold on a second. Oh, here we go. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Hopefully. Yes, okay, cool. Oh, there's Naomi and her man. Okay, so one thing that you guys can do is you can follow top leaders or us. Anytime we post anything that is like kind of generic, that's not like specifically about us or a product that we're posting about, with us in it, anything that's kind of generic, you guys can totally steal it, copy, paste it. And then if you get comments, screenshot it to the person that you stole it from, or your top leader, and ask them how to respond. So what I like to do is I like to follow some top leaders, and I'll show you guys where you can get a list of top leaders we like to follow. But so I just go to like Stacy. She's a girl I met on the first It Works cruise a long time ago that's totally killed it. So if you go to like somebody's page and then you click see first, there's like unfollow, default, and see first. So I have a couple top leaders as see first, so that way when I first get on Facebook, I see their posts first. Jennifer Weatherly, she killed it. She got 123 customers last month, I think, with host to post. So I started following her. So a lot of times when I'm on trainings, I will jump on and try to find those people and follow them to see what they're posting. So I look at the see first. That way I see their post first. It reminds me to post, and I can also save posts. So if you click the 3 dots on the right and then click save post, you can actually add it to different collections. So I have a collection for like business posts, for engagement posts, for different quotes, and I have one for like product posts. I have them for my hosted posts. So I have like May hosted posts. So that's a great way to just save posts for later to get ideas from. So definitely you can copy other top leaders. Just make sure you're copying the right cat. So copy people who aren't like posting really spammy kind of posts and pictures. And then as far as the group page goes, if you go into Dreamcatchers, which is our team page, there's a lot of resources in here. So if you go to the unit section, which is like our training section, the first 3 units here are really good for brand new distributors to help them with getting their shopping spree. This unit here, unit 3, talks about the solid 6. So like our 6 list, we even have.
Hey, Crystal, I missed how you got there.
So I just
Where
go
did
to
you-
groups.
Oh, group. Okay.
Yep, go into team catcher or dream catchers. And then this first button here on the top left says units. Click that. Sorry guys, if I'm going too fast. So there's a great, like there's power hour ideas to do these 6 lists. Like there's a lot of good stuff in here. We have a whole unit on host to post, and then I put one in here called resources. So if you click this one, this actually has a lot of resources that you can use to do the 6 different things that we do. So some of them right here says posting. So there's a posting club, a posting Facebook group where people are just putting posts up there. You can steal them. Just a whole freaking group with 8,000, almost 9,000 members where you can steal posts there. There's some training videos on posting. A part of posting too is using your stories. Stories are really getting popular nowadays. You'll notice that more people watch your stories than who actually see your posts. So there's a couple different resources there where you can find good stories to post about the products and the business. And then, you know, there's even resources on growing your network, which we'll talk about. Here is personal development. So here's some resources on doing your personal development and top people that you can follow on YouTube and on Facebook. These are just some really good top leaders. And then just, so there's a lot of good resources throughout here. And then another great place for you guys to check out, if you scroll over, oh, I don't see it on here. There used to be one that said topics. I'm not seeing it on here. I wonder if it's on my phone. Oh, right here. Okay, so if you're on your phone, I think you have to scroll over to the right, but there's topics. So if you see all, so basically we've had posts in the dream catchers and I categorize them based on kind of what they help with. So if you go to like enrolling customers, then you'll see posts that we've done with different videos on enrolling customers. And then there's another post in here. I don't know where it's at. Oh, look at that funny face. Called product posts. So if you look at this and you look at the comments, there's a ton of awesome posts in here that have gotten us a lot of hits. So we put that in there. And then one more spot in the units. If you go to, where is it? The first 30 days part 2, if you click see all 4 and you scroll down, there's one here that says product post to get loyal customers. So if you click the comments here, you're gonna see a lot of posts here that we use, and then it even has the messages that you send to people who comment. Just as an example, you don't have to follow exactly what we do, but just as an example. And then, you know, screenshot your conversations with your enroller. So I know that was probably a little bit longer than I planned on going, but does anybody have any questions on any of that? Hopefully it was a little bit helpful to show you guys where you can find some posts. And again, try not to post just it works. Try to like sprinkle it in as you can, and posting engagement posts and stuff. We'll talk a little bit more about growing your network and all of that a little bit later. So that and positive quotes too are really fun non-it works posts that you can put in between just to kind of, you know, show your positivity on Facebook, and a lot of people will like and share it, which will help with your Facebook algorithm. All right, Kenzie, your turn.
That was really good. Thank you. Because sometimes it's hard to know, okay, I want to know this, or I don't know how to do this, but where can I find the information? So we wanted to make sure Crystal took the time to show you guys like exactly where you can find this stuff at. And so like she said, it's important to be, you know, sprinkling in different things on your post. So like she said, you're going to be posting about the products. You're going to be posting things to help with your, you know, interaction and things like that. You're going to be posting the normal things that you would normally post, whether you were in the business or not. And then you are going to be posting to offer the business opportunity. And that could be something like, sharing the reason why you got started, sharing the reason why it took you so long to get started. Maybe if you had been thinking about it for a long time and you didn't do it, or, maybe you got started and then didn't really do anything at first, and then now you're actually jumping in, or vice versa. Or it could be, sharing your successes with the business. You guys, every time, what I want to point out here is that it doesn't matter if you've been in the business for 2 seconds or almost 7 years like Crystal and I have. You guys, like, you have success in the business. You have things that you are able to talk about from day one relating to the business and not even the product. So, for instance, every single time that you sign a customer, you can talk about you are working towards this $150 shopping spree. You are so excited. You can talk about every time you had such you could have had just a conversation with somebody that went really, really well, that they were really interested in the products. I don't care if they signed up or not. That's a good post to talk about. Be like, y'all, I just had such an awesome conversation with, 2 ladies, or this lady who, is so interested in getting started on our products. I love that I'm able to help people, with their health goals. Something like that. Even something just so simple, you are able to get posts up that are going to relate to other people because they're watching you. Like Crystal said, that you are gonna, whether you're wanting to work this business not really on social media or all on social media, either way, you're gonna want to be sharing with people because they are watching you. They are seeing you get started. They are seeing that you're excited about it, and you want to be the person that they think about when they think about all the things that it works can offer. Okay, which is, stuff with their health or financially, personal growth, all those different things. You want to be the person that they're thinking about, right? When their time comes to get started. So you're going to be doing business, products, personal posts. Okay. And like I was talking about, like, we can do a whole stinking training on just posting and how to do it, but yep, going to want to be doing it in your stories as well. Like Crystal mentioned, something that I like to do, you guys, is I personally like to, she mentioned this too, as far as posting like some quotes, inspirational, motivational quotes and stuff like that. What I'll do is I'll go and find something and I'll put it up on my status, like in the morning, you know what I mean? And that's something that I've done since the beginning of my business, you guys. And I can tell you, I used to get compliments, and I still do sometimes, but like really in the beginning of my business, people were like, I love reading your posts. Like, I just love reading your posts because your goal should be, you want to make people feel good. So you throw a post up, it could be a random quote, it could be a funny quote, it could be something that you're saying, you know what I mean? Just like, it could be a verse or, in the Bible, or if that's your thing or something like that. But getting something up and out there always helps. And like Crystal said, just kind of like sprinkling it in throughout your day. You're not all about it works. You weren't all about it works yesterday before you joined. You weren't all about it works the day that you joined, right? You're still you still have a family, you still have other things to offer other than that. So making sure that we're sprinkling all of that in. And then okay, I'm not going to go there. So the next thing I do want to talk about, you guys, is, talking to people. Okay. So posting is amazing. Posting is turning your open sign on if you worked at a store, had a storefront or something like that. But messaging, you guys, and talking to people is really what that asking is all about. We always say posting is not asking, right? You can't just post and expect people to come to you because they just don't. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. Okay. For instance, you heard Crystal's story. She was my customer for over 8 months. And you can bet your bottom dollar that I was talking to her every single month about the products or the business. Like, hey, actually, are you ready to, get started with me in the business now? Like, I was honoring you guys. Like, I was following up with her, which is another piece that I'm going to talk to you guys about. But here's another thing. I'm a rare bird, and I actually went to the person who was posting on Facebook, and I was like, well, for instance, Crystal said she did come to me about the products, but like, as far as the business goes, like, I saw my enroller posting about the business or the success she was having with the business. And I went to her and asked her what she was doing. And that's how I ended up getting started. But you guys, the majority of people, you have to ask. Okay. And so, because there's so many people that even, we're going to get to host a post here in a minute too. Yes, Jeannie, good point. Posting about your why. That's a perfect thing to be sharing, and and frequently to be sharing the reason why you got started. But we're going to talk about host to post here in a minute, but like when, even people that, even whether it's on my own status that I posted about, or maybe it's a status that someone else put up for me to help me, gather some customers and things. Even the people who like that status, okay, I could have a status put up that says, comment below if you're interested. But there's going to be some people who don't comment below, right? They just don't. They don't comment below, but they'll like it, right? So, and there's going to be people that are interested that don't comment and don't like it, but they're interested, but they don't say anything, right? So you're going to have people that do that. And then when you reach out to them, that's when they're going to engage with you in the conversation. Like, actually, I was interested. Tell me more about it, right? And then you're also going to have some people who you need to ask because maybe they don't even really pay attention to your posts, or they don't put themselves in that position. Like, they could see you talking about the products or talking about the business opportunity and being successful, but they don't think that they can do it. And then you reach out to them and ask them, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, have you ever thought about doing what I do? You seem so chill. I'd love to work with you. Something like that. Are you open to some extra info about the business or something like that? And then even if they don't say anything to you, that seed is planted. You are planting seeds by messaging and asking. So even if you guys don't get a response right away, or even if you don't get a yes right away, you're planting seeds. This is very, very important in your business, is to plant seeds, because now maybe they didn't really pay attention to your posts as much, but now that you asked them out front, asked them if they were open to it or interested in it, now they're going to actually be paying more attention to it. It's kind of like when your friend buys that, a red Ford Escape. You never even really saw red Ford Escapes ever. But now every time you see an Escape, a Ford Escape, you see it all the time everywhere now, right? It's like that out of sight, out of mind. That's how it goes for like you reaching out to somebody. Now they're going to start thinking about, she messaged me like asking me if I was interested in the income. Like, whoa, that was weird. I don't know, and then they're going to go to your page, and then you've been posting every day consistently about all the different things Crystal and I talk about, and they're going to get to know what you're talking about. And now they're going to see you more. Now they're going to actually think about it more. And so posting is not asking. That's where we have to actually ask. Okay. Right away, I want you to know you're going to get told like, no thanks. You're going to get ignored, either purposely or not even purposely. Half the time people don't say anything just because they don't see the message, or they open it and then their kid like spilt the milk on the floor and they had to go clean it up, and they set their phone down and completely forgot that you messaged them and that they opened it and never responded. Like, that happens so much, And so that's where follow-up comes in, which we're going to talk about that in a second. So basically, you need to ask people, okay? And a big way that we have really been utilizing another system to ask people and to have more people actually coming to you is through a system called host to post, okay? You probably have been introduced to this system already. And what it is, you guys, and again, there is full trainings on host to post, what it is in depth, how to use it, how to track it, how to like use it to run your entire business. Okay. But what host to post is basically someone on one of your friends on Facebook. Okay. They are going to post a status for you that you wrote. And it's going to say something like, hey, my friend Kenzie is looking for people who, want to lose weight, blah, blah, blah. Comment if you're interested. Or it's going to say, my friend Kenzie is looking for people who want to make extra money. Comment below if you're interested. The statuses don't sound exactly like that, but that's what it's like, okay? So then their friends are going to be commenting on that, and those people are interested. You're going to connect with those people, okay? This is a way to like streamline your messaging, to streamline your potentials, to streamline the people that you're going to sign up as customers and distributors, okay? Host to post is amazing. You're going to want to start activating and utilizing this right away. Okay, host to post is going to be something you're going to want to use right away. It can help you sign your first 6 customers very, very quickly if you're utilizing it. And it's something that is going to help you enroll both customers and distributors. Okay. It's going to help you enroll both. And, so yeah, what was I going to say? So basically just ask is the message here about messaging is if you're, what was that saying that we used to say? If your business is closed, if your mouth is closed or so, I don't remember that. I try to do analogies all the time, you guys, and I always like butcher them. So there's that. You'll get to know that more about me as you hear more on trainings that I do. So, but anyways, Crystal, is there anything that you want to add as far as the messaging piece?
No, not really. If you guys are afraid, to just randomly message people, host a post is the way to go. Doing it consistently will help you talk to brand new people who weren't even on your Facebook every single day that want information on the products, you guys, that are coming to you for information. So it is the way to go, you guys. And we didn't have it back then. This is like new in the past 2 years. So you can do this without host a post, but right now, like, it is just taking people's businesses like way faster. So love host to post. And we have a unit section in there with host to post. Corporate is doing trainings right now with host to post. So if you guys need help, please just reach out to us for anything, you guys.
Yes. And it's just amazing, you guys. It's creating such a huge momentum. So definitely, like Crystal said, there are trainings every single day until Saturday, up until Saturday today. Corporate is this Saturday, corporate is doing a different piece of host to post training at 11 a.m. We'll always have the info posted in Dream Catchers for you guys. And we also are doing a giveaway as a team. Okay. So when you are brand new in the business, you are able to participate in this giveaway that we are doing, for free. Anybody who's past their first month, you guys, it's just $10 to get in on this. And right now we have more than $100 to be giving away in the cash giveaway. So we're going to have multiple winners. Yes, April says sign in early for the corporate webinar. So those host to post trainings at 11 a.m. Make sure you hop on at like 10:45 because they're maxing out quick because everybody wants their hands on these tips, you guys, from top leaders. So, but okay, so we have a host to post giveaway. This means that anybody who does post a status for you, like I mentioned earlier, they can get an entry into our $100 cash giveaway. You guys, this is cash. Crystal does the drawing right on a website. It draws the person at random, and it's for $100 cash, like straight to their PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever. So like it's cash. They can go and pay their cell phone bill with it. And who doesn't want a free entry, or an entry to get $100 cash to pay their bills, right? So we can, if you don't know where, there's a post in the group that you can also, comment the people who are posting on there for you, get a hold of your enroller or one of us, and we will help guide you and direct you at where to, be keeping track of all of that, how to do host to post for real and all of that stuff. So we do have a host to post giveaway that you can use as an incentive for people to host a post for you. So that's what that is. And then what I want to talk about now, you guys, is what do I want to talk about? Oh, okay. So this is a big one. Okay. A follow-up. I'm going to talk about follow-up right now. Yes, it will get more people to post for you. And so follow-up, you guys. I want to talk about this right after messaging because you will hear us say this over and over again. Fortune is in the follow-up. Follow-up is something you're going to be doing every single day because you're going to be talking to brand new people every single day. So you're going to want to be keeping track of who you're talking to. For now, it can start with a list on a notebook or whatever it is that is good for you and how you keep track of things like that. But basically, you want to be keeping track of who you talk to every single day because you're going to be, especially if you're host to post, and you're going to be talking to multiple people every single day. And there are going to be people that are going to say, I get paid on this date. I want to get it I want to get it next month. I want to sign up at a later time, or I'm just not ready, or whatever the case. Okay. And so follow up is important. If I asked Crystal to join the business for me and she said, I don't think so because XYZ, I'm too shy, I don't have enough time and all those things. If she said no, right? She gave me all those excuses, right? Right away. She gave me those. She told me all those things. If I stopped asking her, she would never be here today. Like, she would not be double diamond on our team hosting this newbie training for you guys. She would not have been able to replace her full-time income. She would not have been able to come home and, you know, be at home with her babies and Lonnie home last summer and all these things, right? So follow-up is our job, right? Because, you know, people don't necessarily just tell you like no. It just means more like not right now kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because in my mind, who doesn't want or need an extra income? Nobody. There's everybody. And then we have products for every single person that is a human. Okay, we have products for them, whether they're a male, a female, whether they're 18 years old or they're 87 years old or they're 35 or whatever it is that whoever they are, we have products for them. Okay, so following up is huge. You're going to want to, and there's all sorts of different ways that you can use follow up, and how to, like, versus like, say you have a customer that your guys are in a conversation and, you know, you get to a point in the conversation and you tell them the price of it and then you don't hear back from them. We have messages to give you to follow up with those people wherever you are at in that conversation with them. Okay. So, but following up is important. Following up is your job. So don't ever get discouraged if you're having a conversation with people and they don't enroll like that. Most people don't. I'm just going to be straightforward with you. Most people do not enroll on the spot the very first time that you talk to them. It's going to take somewhere between like 7 to 21 times of having that conversation with them to where they actually sign up and enroll and order or whatever it is. Okay. So following up is important. It's always going to be a thing. You're always going to be doing it, and you're always going to, you're just always going to be doing it. Okay. We say fortune is in the follow-up. That's very, very important. Is there anything that you want to add on follow-up, Crystal?
Yeah, fortunes and follow-up. And you guys, do you know how many times I did this today where I added stuff to my Amazon cart and I still did not check out, even though I have the money to pay for it? I forgot. Like, you know, you'll go, you know, try to get some products on some website and then you won't do it. And then they'll start sending you follow-up emails saying, oh, you forgot about this order in your cart or whatever. So it's just our customer service to follow up with people. And y'all know, especially if you have kids, we get busy and we forget. And like, so following up is key, and trying to get into a system where you follow up with people that you talked to the day before is a really, really good system to get started on. Just going through your messenger and just following up with everybody that you talked to the day before, and trying to get a date from them to order. So when they say, you know, I don't have the money until I get paid, ask them, say, okay, no problem. When do you get paid? And I will reserve your spot on my calendar. You guys, those words right there are gold. People will give you a date, and you want to make sure that you have some sort of system, whether it's a planner, whether it's like on your phone, you're telling Siri to follow up with so-and-so on this date. You want to make sure you are being really good with the follow-ups, especially when they give you that date, because if you follow up with them even the day before, their money might be spent. So yeah, follow-up is key, trying to get a date, and yeah, that was really, really good. And it is really important. If you guys just Google follow-up statistics, there's like this little picture with awesome follow-up statistics, basically saying like the more follow-ups you do, like it takes people, what, 7 to 21, an average of 7 to 21 times or something like that, following up before they actually order. And most salespeople don't follow up the right amount of times that they should. And trust me, you guys, you might be scared that people are gonna like be like, I don't know, feeling like annoyed or anything like that, but they don't, you guys, they don't. If you're not being like pushy, which we don't have to be, because we're talking to so many people every day, like we don't have to be pushy to try to get sales or anything like that. So don't be afraid, because people are not like that. They're not going to come back at you and be mad at you or anything like that. So I know that was something that I was afraid of when I first started. And then once I started doing the things, I realized, oh my gosh, that was just all in my head. So yes, that was very good. And it is very, very important.
Yeah, that was a good point, because we don't, I can't tell you, like, whenever I put somebody's order in, you guys, like, they are genuinely excited. Like, they're excited. They're thinking, like, I'm sitting here, like, I'm enrolling a customer, right? And I'm helping them get started on products and all that jazz, but I'm earning commission on them. I'm building my business and stuff like that. So selfishly, like, that's my other, like, selfish gain of it. But guys, listen, like, people are excited and actually, like, appreciate us helping them and guiding them and getting started on the product and letting them know the information on the product. Every time I sign up a customer, they are always excited and they are always like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I am so excited. They're texting me when they get their product. Got my product today, like, so excited. So don't ever feel like you're bugging anybody about products, you guys. Like, please do not take this as me dissing any other company or downgrading any other business or any other thing like that, because you guys, at the end of the day, all of us are here together, whether you're in, other people in other companies or not. Like, we're all in this together, right? We're all trying to build businesses. We're all trying to change our lives. We're all trying to help other people. But listen, like, we sell, right? Because technically we help, it works, sell the products, but, like, it's products that are life-changing, you guys. Like, products that people are using to change their health. You know what I'm saying? Like, we obviously have to be careful about, like, we're not doctors. We're not trying to, like, make medical claims in that. But, like, guys, like, I've helped people get off medicines or feel better or not have to be on medicines, or completely change stomach issues. Like, me personally, like, I used to have ulcers and I've struggled with anxiety and depression, and I use different products of ours that have helped me with that. I used to have other stomach issues and things like that I used to deal with since I was a kid that I no longer deal with because of these products. Okay. So borrow our confidence, especially if you haven't really gained a good testimony of your own on them, that these are amazing. Okay. And we truly, truly help people with what we have. So always be confident in that. Be confident. All right. And then there was something else I wanted to say about follow-up. I don't remember what that was, but so the next thing, you guys, is growing your network. I want to ask you guys a quick question. So how many of you had, before you got started, you had a list of like 75 people that you knew that was ready to go to buy a product from you? Anybody? Did anybody have, like, just people lining up and knocking on your door ready to buy products from you? Probably not, right? Like, no one gets started because they're like, I just know like a million people who are just going to buy things from me. Like, nobody gets started for that reason, right? Most of us are a little bit nervous to get started because we think that, somebody here? Huh? Oh, I thought I heard a door lock. Like a doo-doo, a fob. But so most of us get started and we're like, shoot, like, I'm kind of nervous to get started because I don't really know anybody. Like, I don't really have a whole lot of friends and I don't really talk to anybody and I don't have a whole lot of family, or my family's broke or whatever, and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And so a lot of times that's something that holds us back from getting started right away. And so I love to be able to tell people that if you guys don't know, this is a network marketing business. So that means that yes, we sell health and wellness products, but our main product is people, right? And there is 7 billion of them in the world. We are in over 25 different countries. We're not just here in the US. And so we're never going to ever run out of people that we can help, whether it's with the business or with the products. Okay. And, they're like, I'm trying to think of, I'm thinking of Sweet Home Alabama right now in that part. Okay. Anyways. So yeah. Oh my God. Okay. So you're never going to run out of people. People turn 18 every single day. You know what I mean? People can start their business every single day and stuff like that. And so what we have are tools. Again, we have tools for you to utilize to be able to grow your network and find those people. And again, back to host to post. That is a huge way to grow your network, and not only to just grow it, but like grow it with people who are already interested right away in whatever it is that you were talking about on those specific posts. Okay. That's again, a way to streamline growing your network is through host to post. Okay. So, and there's all sorts of different ways that you can go about adding to your network. Again, host to post is a huge one. Huge, huge, huge. And then, yes, like Crystal said, sometimes the people you think who will support you or order from you are way harder to get than strangers. It's crazy, but so common. Yes, exactly. Like, honestly, you guys, I want to say I was in the business for at least, I think, about 3 years. It might have been 4, but I think it was 3 years before my sister-in-law became a customer. Like, I have 2 brothers and my sister-in-law, like, and it was 3 years in before my sister-in-law, who, you know, I'm very close to her, but she didn't become my customer until 3 years in, possibly 4 years in. I don't remember exactly. So you just never know. And host to post is just such a quick way to do that. You can add random friends on Facebook if you want to as well. That's something that I do as well to grow my network. Facebook lets you have 5,000 friends total. And so that's a whole lot of friends that you can get to know, you know, get in your network, because you constantly are going to want to be adding to it. Because even if you got started with, like I said in the beginning of this, how I was like, who got started with a list of 75 people that were ready to go, right? Not really any of us. But even if you did have 75 people that were right there on your front doorstep, ready to order product or join your business the day that you got started, you sign all 75 of them up, then what, right? Then what? You are going to continue to build your business and continue to want to grow and be successful. So you're always going to want to continue to do that. And so how you're going to do that is like all the different ways that we had mentioned. So whether or not you joined and you had a huge network or you had no one, you're going to want to start from day one and growing that network, because whether it's today or 5 months from now, you're going to want to enroll someone, right? You're going to want to sign someone up, whether it's a customer or distributor. So growing your network is really, really important. And again, you guys, we have several different resources. Yeah, Crystal says 30 to 50 a day. Yep. That was actually very, very smart to throw a number out there, because some people are like, well, what does that, what does that mean? So honestly, like, to be real with you, like, you can go and add people if you wanted to. Like, something that I do is I'll scroll through my newsfeed, and someone, like, a girl that I'm in, she said, do it while you're taking a poop. Yes, exactly. So you can, while you're sitting and waiting in line, or you're going through the drive-thru, you're at the bank, or you're waiting for your car to warm up or something. Hopefully we're not doing that because it's summertime all about now. But like, just in like when you're waiting in line at the grocery store or something, something so simple. You're just going through and you can scroll through your newsfeed and you can see a friend made a post. She had like 12 people like it. You go to the people who liked it. You go add 3 of her friends, go to the next one, add 3 of their friends, add 4 of their friends, whatever. And before you know it, you've added, 20, 30 people, you've sent out those requests. So, very, very simple for growing your network. Crystal, is there anything that you wanted to add with that?
Not really. You just don't want to be following up with the same people, the same broke people all the time. So,
oh yeah,
growing your network and then having more interaction on your posts. You're going to have so much more interaction on your posts, even your host to post to have more people to post for you, doing that too. So that's like key, is growing your network. Definitely key.
Yep. It's like constantly having, new people to follow up with, new people watching you, new people, just new people walking. Like, think about it. If you had like a salon or a restaurant, right? You just don't want to stick with your friends and family coming to get their hair cut or coming to eat the pizza that your restaurant's making. You're going to constantly want to branch out and want new people to come in. You still want those people to be coming there, right? But you want new people to be coming in because you want your business to grow. And Jeannie says, I try not to add anyone that's friends with other team members. Yes, that's a good point. Exactly. So if you have someone that you're adding and you look at your like mutual friends or whatever, and there's like other people that other It Works distributors on the team or whatever that you know of right offhand, that are friends with them, I don't add those people because I would assume that they're already talking to them as well. And so I try to add people that I don't really have a whole lot of mutual friends with and that I know that aren't really friends with another Works distributor. And another thing that I remembered what I was going to say earlier about follow-up, you guys, is that like Crystal and I mentioned, it takes like that average of 7 to 21 times, right? Of following up to with someone before they enroll or sign up. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to follow up with that person 6 times and then be annoyed with them and stop and be like, whatever, I'm not following up with them. They would have signed up now, or they would have signed up if they would have, or they would have signed up by now if they were going to sign up, and you stop talking to them. And little Sarah comes along who's excited about her business and reaches out to her that 7th time. And then she's like, oh yeah. Actually, yeah, I was interested. I was talking to a girl, but I haven't heard from her in a long time. Or I don't even, she's not my friend on Facebook anymore or whatever. Or they followed up with her that 7th time and they asked her, and then they sign up with somebody else because you decided you was annoyed with it and didn't want to follow up with them anymore. Okay. You don't want that. You want them to come to you when you are ready and when, you are the one that's following up with those seeds that you planted. Right. And everybody's just like when a farmer plants seeds, they all like harvest at different times, right? They all don't not every flower blooms at the same time, all that jazz. So, and then you guys, the other part was interacting. So that's really, really important, especially when you're working this on social media. So it's very, very important to be interacting with the people that are on your newsfeed, the people that you're friends with. You're not just here to be like, hey, look at me and my Facebook and my posts. Everybody come comment on my stuff. No, the whole purpose of social media is to be social, right? And so you're going to want to care about what your other people are posting about, what pictures they're doing, what stories they're posting, congratulating them, sending them happy birthdays, just showing them love, making sure I don't ever like a post anymore. I don't just like it. I choose one of those reactions that are on there that we're given, and I choose one of those to react to the posts that they're doing. And so that's really, really important. And again, this is something that you can do very simple while you are just doing the random stuff, just like I was talking about, adding friends and stuff. You can do that while you're waiting here and there. I kind of made it a little bit of a goal of mine is to, whenever I open up my app, I'm going to interact with somebody. I'm going to do it intentionally. How many times have you been on Facebook or Instagram and you've done the whole scroll? You've been looking and reading posts, you laughed your ass off at something, you were like, oh my gosh, that's so cute, whatever, and you just kept scrolling. You've been scrolling for a good 5-10 minutes and you haven't liked or commented on anything, right? Don't do that anymore. Be intentional with it when you're scrolling and doing things. React to it. Give them a compliment on there. Comment on their whatever it is. And, obviously be genuine about it. You're not trying to roll through Facebook being all fake, but you know what I mean? Be genuine and just be intentional about it now to where as you're scrolling through, actually interact with them and be social. So that's what that part is. Crystal, do you have any other tips on that one? I'm sorry, I'm trying to blow through those couple of them because we've already hit an hour point here.
I know. You're good. That was good.
Okay. This last piece, you guys, is very, very important. This last piece, a lot of people don't start doing right away. And what I want you guys to do, what I encourage you to do, is start doing this right away. Okay. So what we've talked about so far is posting, messaging, following up, growing your network, interacting, right? This last one was that personal development, that self-development. This is huge. This is huge in so many different areas, okay? Because your income, number one, business professional wise, your income will never outgrow your mindset. It will never outgrow your mindset. And if it does go above your mindset, it won't be too much longer before it will come back down, and your income will come back down and meet wherever your mindset is with wherever you're at. And what I mean by that, you guys, is just what you put in your mind is so important. some of this stuff, if you've never heard it yet, it sounds like a little bit preschoolish. It sounds like a little bit unnecessary, you guys. But again, this is the most important piece, is to what you're putting in is what you're going to put out, right? So if you are like listening to a bunch of negativity, if you're talking about negativity, if you are posting about negativity, like that's what you're going to attract. You're going to attract more negativity. And so what we do, you guys, like we genuinely, like, it's kind of like filling your own cup. Have you guys ever heard that? So like you can't pour from an empty cup kind of thing, right? You got to be pouring into yourself in order to be able to pour out. So you're going to be in a lot of conversations with people. You're going to be told no. You're going to be trying to build a business while you're trying to, you know, go to school, work your job, be a mom, do all the other things that you're trying to do. So it's really, really important that you take the time to do personal development. I don't sit by my phone and pull up YouTube and like straight up watch YouTube all day. But what I do, because what I mean by this is like you can pull up inspirational stuff on YouTube, podcasts, books. You can read a book, whatever it is that you do, you know, maybe listen to a devotional or something like that, whatever it is that you do to pour into yourself and grow your mind, self-develop and all of that stuff. So what I typically do is I don't really listen to the radio anymore, you guys, to be honest, unless my kids are in the car and they're like, turn the radio on. What I do is I'll pull up some type of, it's either a training or it's just like a motivational video. And I got a lot of people that I can recommend to you guys too to listen to. And I just have it playing in the background. I have it playing in the background when I'm folding laundry, when I'm doing the dishes, when I'm cooking dinner, like I said, while I'm driving, while I'm switching the clothes. It's like sitting on top of my dryer and I'm switching the clothes to the dryer and I have it playing. I'll like, if I'm cleaning, I can like walk around with it. Or if you guys have like headphones that you need to put in or something like that, I'm like constantly making sure that I am just constantly pouring into myself all day. That is what I do all the time. Crystal says that, yeah, she does it while she walks on the treadmill, while you're exercising, whatever it is that you can do to utilize those little pockets of time. Because like, yeah, none of us have time to just sit here and watch YouTube all day or just sit and listen and do stuff like that. You don't. So make sure that you're utilizing that time, unless, you know, you like to read or something like that and you have time to like sit down and read a book. That's cool too. Crystal says, yeah, while I'm doing my hair and makeup, while I'm in the shower, you guys, I have my phone sitting up on my windowsill while I'm in the shower and I'm listening to stuff every time I'm in the shower. That's what I'm listening to. So all the time, like people that are around me that aren't around me often are probably like that. She's like always listening to like people like talking to her through her YouTube phone. Like Eric Thomas is like screaming at her. But there's a lot of people that I like listening to every single day. And this is really, really important. And another thing I want to tell you guys right now, just not even really as a new distributor, just is in general, overall, as a business owner, as a person, as whatever, I promise you, one of the biggest tips that I can give you is to be someone who is solution minded, right? Because again, how I talked about, if your friend bought a red Ford Escape, all of a sudden you start to see more red Escapes or Escapes in general, right? Or, you know, a truck or whatever it is, right? It's in your mind now, and now you see it everywhere. Same goes for you looking for solutions. If you're going to only notice the problems or what's going wrong or what you can't get right or people's, you know, not enrolling or whatever the case, that is what you're going to get more of. But if you focus on solutions, that's what you're going to get. So if you are like, gosh, I suck at posting, or I suck at, you know, thinking of posts, or I suck at responding to people, or, you know, whatever. This goes through honestly in all aspects of your life too. But like, if you search for solutions and you're like, okay, here's what the problem is. Okay, cool. But how can I fix it? How can I get it better? How can I learn more of how to do it differently, how to get stronger at it, whatever. That's what you're going to find. And one of those things that you can look, that's what another reason why Crystal wanted to share her screen and do all of that stuff for as far as where to find, you know, different resources and stuff like that, is because they're there. They're there. If you suck at managing your time and you feel like you're so busy and you don't know how you're going to work the business, that's when you come to the group and you go to the search bar and you search time management, or you go to YouTube and you search time management. Hell, you can go to Pinterest and be like time management skills. You know what I mean? Like there is a solution for all of those things. So what you're going to want to do is just decide that that's what you're going to do. That's it. Like you're going to decide that I'm going to go look for solutions instead of the problems. All right. I'm feeling overwhelmed. How do I need to simplify this? How do I need to, how do I need to post better? I know where I can go for all of these resources, right? So that's going to be a big thing. And know that this business takes time, you guys. It takes time. You don't go from 0 to 80, right? It's like building a house. How do you, or like a brick wall or something like that. How do you build a wall? Like you lay one brick at a time. You can't lay like 12 bricks on all at once and stack them all in a pile. That doesn't build the wall. You have to lay one brick at a time in order to get the whole wall built, right? And so it takes consistency. It takes, Ashley Mayfield is a really, really amazing leader in the business that I really personally look up to. She always says all the time, you have to be aggressively patient. So like you're working really hard and you're staying consistent, but you're patient enough to know that it's going to come. Sometimes we want it like right now, like we want to microwave it, right? We want it right now, but be aggressively patient. And I promise you, as long as you are staying consistent, as long as you are doing the 6 things that we've taught you every single day, you work towards completing those 3 steps to success every single month, and you plug in and you are, again, consistent. That's the main piece, that consistent. You're going to have success. You're going to get to where you wanted to be when you first started. And not only that, you're going to go well on beyond that. Okay. Crystal, is there anything that you wanted to add as far as that?
I'm going to post in the chat my link to my YouTube, you guys, if you guys want to save that. I have different training videos from different top leaders based on enrolling distributors, enrolling customers, mindset, all of that. It's all categorized in different playlists. So that's another great resource for you guys. And hopping on the corporate calls is really going to help you. Like, to be successful in this business, you have to have belief in yourself, which is where the like listening to the positive motivational stuff comes from. And if you don't believe in yourself, take it from your upline. We believe in you. Okay. So borrow that confidence from us until you get it for yourself. And so listening or like seeing different testimonies on products and stuff until you get your own testimony. So believing in yourself, believing in the products, and believing in the business. So we have, corporate has so many calls, like on Sunday night, we have our corporate call and stuff. So plugging into those is going to really help you believe in the business more, and even just network marketing in general. And then, like she said, consistency is key. And you guys literally can take this 6 list and take 10 minutes to do each thing, split it up into an hour a day. Obviously, if you want to make a lot more money, you can try to fit it in a lot more, even into chunks into your time. But it's really just about consistency and creating the habits and trying to figure out how to fit it into your time. Because I was working full time for 2.5 years when I did this, and I just learned how to fit it into my, my lunch breaks or my long potty breaks or after the kids went to bed, because I knew it was going to be worth it in the end. And I enjoy doing it. I enjoy helping people. So yes, consistency is definitely key when it comes to this. Even if it's just an hour a day, you guys, you can be successful with it.
And something too that I wanted to say, you guys, like Crystal was talking about us all being here for you. So I want you to like look at all of the people on the Zoom, like flip through, what do we have, 2 or 3 pages here of people that are just right here on this team, just on this Zoom tonight, you guys. Like all of these people, yeah, but like a couple of you are new distributors, which is so exciting, because that means that all these other people are here doing the same thing with you. Like we're here with you. There's other people hopping on this Zoom with you to learn the things to do to get to their goals, to build their business. You're not alone in this. Cami always says, like, you're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. Okay. That's what we're here for. Know your resources, know where you can get connected. And gather all of the information, and whatever you want to know more of, it's available there for you. So that's pretty much it, you guys. We just wanted to like go over those basics with you to let you know, like, this is it. So that might have seemed like a lot of information. Don't get overwhelmed with that. And like I said in the beginning, don't feel like you need to know all of those things. Like nobody's gonna like come at you after the Zoom and be like, all right, here's your pop quiz to see if you were taking notes. No, nobody's going to do that. But we wanted to just kind of give you guys an overview of that. I still watch and tune into different trainings from other leaders every day. Like every day, I'm always learning from other leaders in the business and figuring out what's working well for them or what their team is doing. Or like I might have learned a tip like 2 years ago. Maybe it was something that I was doing, but I forgot about it. And then I heard it again and I was like, oh yeah, actually that I liked doing that, or I should do that because I never tried it, or whatever the case may be. So plugging in is important, staying consistent, and always know that you can come to us, even if it's just posting in the group. If you don't know who to ask for your question, feel free to just go post in the group, in the team page, and ask your question there, and somebody will see that and we will get it answered for you. Crystal said the units in the group pages are amazing. I was going through them today and writing down notes. Yes, exactly. Crystal played a really, really big part in getting all of those units set up for us. She's my green personality for sure that makes sure she's got all the details on lock. Thank God I have had enough finals the past couple weeks. I bet, Marissa. I know those are crazy. So, that's pretty much it, you guys. So thank you so much for hopping on with us tonight. We can stop the recording now. And then if you guys have any questions for us about anything, we're still here. You can still stick with